Hello learners, welcome to this channel, and in this video I'm going to solve the Leetcode question 1393, which is capital gain or loss, and this question comes under medium category, and they have given a table called stocks, their column names and their respective data types, which is stock name, operation day and price, their respective data types, and they have given that stock name and operation day together is a primary key. So what do you mean by a primary key? Primary key is a column which has unique and non-null values for this table. Then they have given the operation column is a enum type of type sell or buy. So either that column can take sell value or buy value. Okay, so each row of this table indicates that a stock which has stock name had an operation on the day, operation day with a price. Okay, it is guaranteed that each sell operation for a stock has a corresponding buy operation in a previous day. It is also guaranteed that each buy operation for a stock has a corresponding sell operation in an upcoming day. So what are they telling us? They have given these four columns in a table called stocks, and for each stock name there is an operation which is either a buying operation or a selling operation, and on what particular day that operation was done and for what price it was sold or bought. So what we need to do is they have given us that we need to write a solution to report the capital gain or loss for each stock. The capital gain or loss of a stock is the total gain or loss after buying and selling the stock one or many times. Return the result table in any order. So what are they asking us to find is for each of the stock name they have which is going to be sold or bought, whatever the operation which is done on that particular stock, we need to return along with the stock name, we need to return what was the how much gain that stock has got or how much loss that stock has got. We need to return that. Okay, so what we can do is let me go through the example, okay, and understand this problem much more clearly. Then we can write the SQL query for the same, right? Yeah, so in example one, they have given an input table which is stocks, which has four columns, right? One is stock name, operation, and operation day and price. So you have an operation stock name called Leetcode. So this was the operation is buy, and on operation day's first day, it was buyed for 1,000. So let me note it down. So Leetcode, it was buyed for 1,000 and buyed for 1,000. Okay, and again the Leetcode was sold for 9,000. Okay, so Leetcode was sold for 9,000. Okay, yes, and that's it. Okay, so how we are going to, and then Corona mask was buyed for 10, and again it was sold for 1,010, and again it was bought for 1,000, again it was sold for 500, and Corona mask was again bought for 1,000 and again sold for 10,000. Okay, so how are you going to calculate the capital gain or loss? So you have to know this formula: capital gain or loss, it is equal to buying price minus, selling price minus the buying price, right? Selling price minus the buying price. Yeah. So we are going to use this formula in order to calculate it. Okay. For Leetcode, it will be, it was sold for 9,000 and it was bought for 1,000. Okay. And for Corona mask, um, let me make it separately. It was, yeah, it was sold for, okay, it was, Corona mask was sold for 1,010 plus, again it was sold for 500 plus, again it was sold for 10,000 minus the buying price. So it was bought for 10 plus, again it was bought for 1,000 plus, and again it was bought for 1,000. So if you calculate this, you're going to get it. Okay. Then handbags. Okay, handbags was bought for 30,000 and it was sold for 7,000. So it would be 7,000 minus 30,000. Okay, so this would be the calculation. And how are we going to do this? So after doing this calculation, we are going to get these values. Okay, yeah. So what were we like, how do we write it in the form of code? What exactly we can do is we can group by the stock name. So lead code will have all the operation buy and sell and their respective price and their respective operation day. Same goes for corona mask and handbags. So after grouping by the stock name, we can use case when operation. So whenever the operation equal to selling, then we are going to multiply it with +1. Okay, and whenever the operation is buying, we're going to multiply it with -1, so that the we can apply this formula, which is capital gain or loss equal to selling price minus the buying price, right? Which is also equal to selling price plus minus the buying price. So we are going to use this. So how are we going to write it? Let me start writing it. So from the table called stocks, okay, we need to group by the stock name, stock underscore name, and what we need to select, what we need to return in the output table, we need the stock name, okay, and then we need to perform the summation here, right, which is summation, okay. So summation of what? Case when operation is equal to, it is, yeah, case when the operation is equal to buy, buy, then I'm going, then the price into -1 I'm going to do. Why? Because so all the buying price will be minus minus minus, okay, and else what I'm going to do is price into 1, which doesn't matter. So if you multiply it with 1, or if you don't multiply, it doesn't really matter. So if we do the summation, whenever it is buy, it is going to make all the price values as negative and all these values will come. And then whenever the price is selling, then all the values will be positive. And we are going to take the summation of both of them. And after taking up the summation, we are going to get the sum. And what we need to, and after whenever you use a case when statement, you need to end it, okay. And what we need to alias it as, we need to alias it as capital gain or loss. So let me copy it down. So here I am going to alias it as capital gain loss. So let me run the code and show it to you whether it runs properly or not. So that, okay, I have to remove this because it considers this even as code. Okay, I removed it. Now let me run it and see. Yeah, it works perfectly fine, and they have considered the same example. Okay, we have got the same output as the expected output. So let me submit it and show it to you. So nothing but we have used a simple logic, that is capital gain or loss is nothing but selling price minus buying price, and that's how we have solved the question. And you can, as you can see, it is accepted as well. The solution is accepted. So that's all is the solution for the Leetcode question 1393, capital gain or loss. Thank you for watching. I hope you understood the solution for this answer. If you're not, please rewind the video and see it. And have a great day. Thank you.